Can you believe me? Back to the day again. Hey. I'm just going to grab some battery. Ooh, perhaps not. I don't know what I've done with my bleeding batteries. Oh dear, let me get a cup of coffee. Good afternoon, Carl. Making it do, that's what I say. Well, it's been strange weather here. It's been absolutely glorious, and then next minute it's threatening to chuck it down, and then wind picks up. But we've been threatened with like a storm or something, haven't we? But I haven't seen any sign of that yet. Get rid of all this crap. It's all pixelated. What's all pixelated? Oops, daisy. I'll have to get this phone, otherwise it's going to keep ringing. Hi, hello, just coming. Perhaps not. Hello, Donna. Dion, Ira Doody. Am I pixelated, did you say? Foxy. Oh, what about Ray? Is it charged? Is it charged? I'm not too sure if it is, to be honest. Been sat up table for a couple of weeks, hasn't it? Plus. Fingers crossed. We have live. Get this again. Hello, Juice Cabin. Right. Oh, I'm doing a live video. Yes, I will. All right then. Bye. Oof. Have a look here. I thought I got a fright when you wipe that. The screen is good now, Les. Good morning, Facebook user. Must have been a dodgy line. Must be a dodgy line. My hair was cutting on it. Like fucking Coca-Cola clown. Or rather, my head wants taking back to wood. That might be a better description, really. Oh. Can't beat that. Can't beat a good bit of stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you what I got this week in shop. I got some of these. Right. Ignore the fact that it says ear pick. It's just, you know, it is an ear pick, but it's far more useful than just that. Let me show you what's in this. 20 quid. This is basically an otoscope or a boroscope, although technically a boroscope can bend, I think. That's what's in your kit. Run on a mobile phone. iOS and Android, I think it says. Right. Or your PC, just straightforward USB. But the USB end is a little bit strange, because if you look at it at end, you see that? There's like an extra little USB thing at the bottom, isn't there? Come on. There, look, you see? Well, this actually splits. Look, like that. It lifts up. So if it's micro USB you wanted, like a mobile phone, you lift that thing up and that's your micro USB, and you download an app and it shows up on your phone. Or if you've got a USB-C, that little thing, which is basically the same as micro USB, isn't it, really? It's just round on both sides. You get a little bottle, and in there you'll see there's an adapter. So you lift it up, shove it on there, away you go. And in this little jar, I don't know if you can see them, you get two little, you see those little plastic things? They are actually a little scoop for going earwax. Right. But that's your actual device itself. And that's great. It's got a little lens cap on it, so you take that out. And the lens, it's an HD lens, right? It's got lights on it. I think there's 5 or 6 LED lights on it. Ridiculous, isn't it? And it's 3.9 millimeters across. This is going to be superb for all sorts of things. Wherever you've got a little hole and you want to have a look inside, I don't like that, in your lug oil, your nostril, you know, you got something sore and you can't really see, you know, it's just interesting. So let me put it on my phone. I mean, something like this a few years ago would have been basically unaffordable, like, wouldn't it, for Joe Blogs, Joe Public. Got my phone case on it, it's in it round a little bit. You see that screen? That's the keyboard. And you can see we've got little LEDs on it. I'm not going to look at me bloody eyeball. Is it clever, that? Eh? Shove it up my nose now. You put it up your piss pipe and have a look. See if your prostrate's all right. I think that's absolutely brilliant. And it gets pretty close. It's automatically focused as well. And I think you could turn the lights on and off in the software. But yeah, I think that is absolutely stonkingly great value for 20 quid. Can't go wrong. I thought I'd tell you about them because they were rather good fun. They're on the website. Should be in one ear, it comes out of there. Know what I'm doing. Yes, it's a camera, it takes still shots and it also takes video. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, it's smaller than a pen, isn't it? Yeah, it's just, I mean, I actually got it. The reason I got it is because our dog's got a bit of an ear infection. We can't actually get in there, so I've got this so that I can have a look, you know, in his lug oil and get down, just to inspect. But yeah, 20 quid. Good old China. Spokes is here. Good afternoon. Bit grey in Chester, apparently. Yeah. I've got it's grey, but then there's an odd bit of blue showing through. Well, I've been rolling my rocks. Oh, I'll put this up just in case anybody wants to come on. That one. Yeah, if anybody's got a camera and wants to come on, that's your link. Yeah, I've been doing these rocks, haven't I? And I put a little video up yesterday just to get your opinion about which room I should use here at the shop for my rock tumbling. So anyway, the census of opinion, there's not been many comments at all, which is a bit disappointing. I thought, you know, a few more people might have left a comment. But anyway, the comments that come up is saying use the kitchen, which is what I was leaning to anyway, because it's downstairs, near back door, access to water, blah blah blah, and we can shut the door and keep it quiet, and we can hear both directions, as Kev pointed out. So yeah, we've decided to do it in kitchen. So I've been buying over the last couple of weeks some bits and pieces to build a tumbler, rock tumbler. So I've got my motor and I've got my bars, metal bars, and bits and pieces came yesterday. So I'll be bringing all that over here so I can show you how I've put that together. The idea being that I want to be able to do more than just these 3 barrels. And so this one has got actually 2 rows. As it stands in the end, this design has got 2 rows for your barrels, and they're a yard long, metre long. So that should be good. Might not work either as well. Andrew Brian says, "How do I block this crap?" You block it by unsubscribing.
Morning.
How do you do with you, John?
You're right.
Very well.
Yeah, just in a mood.
You're in a mood?
Yeah.
Bad mood?
I just want to buy some nicotine patches and give up vaping. I've had enough.
You've had enough?
Yeah. Just
why is that?
Because I got some old school juicers out, which are just full of sweetener, and I got back up mech just to, you know, basically as the saying goes, vape your tits off.
Yeah.
And it just weren't right.
Not
So,
right.
But last night you're gonna make you laugh at this. I mixed up some anywhere cactus with some mullenberry custard, and it's bizarrely nice. So I'm vaping that. But yeah, apart from that, how's things for you? Are you all right?
Yes, everything's champion.
Good.
Liam's been off this week, as you know.
Yeah, how's it been for you?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's been steady on. Yeah.
Yeah. You enjoyed it?
We're all caught up in it. There's only a couple of bits I can't do because I don't know what they are. To do with billet box.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they are.
Yeah.
But it's back in.
Yeah. There's a lot to it in the billet box. I think you need to.
It's all the little bits and pieces because not everything is sort of labelled up as it's written on website. So I don't really know what's what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of it looks the same as the names in that.
Yeah.
So I can guarantee I've sent wrong stuff like
that. Not wrong with that bit.
It says buttons. There's one that says buttons. I'll work that one out.
Yeah, there's a lot, hell of a lot. That's why I've just gone back to this because it's just easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
After spending 20 minutes cleaning it. Oh, just finally got
the mech one you've got there then.
Yeah, it's a mech. It's an old one. It's my go-to. It's a patinaed one, which I got in a swap from Sunday, and I just kept it because I've always used it, and it's got, you know, the original goon that were on it.
Yeah.
So it just takes old school 18650, just 18650. So it's just a job. Just build it up and go. No buttons, no faffing around. Taste your juice, nice. That's it.
The trouble with mech mods is you've got to build it the coil for the battery, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just
That's not automatic. It's not, because we get people coming in shop and they're
1.11s.
Yeah. I mean, if you put the wrong coil in it, you didn't know what you're doing. You blocked your face off, like, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, that's the only difficulty with the mechanical ones. If you don't know what you're doing, you can do a lot of damage.
I think it's impossible not to vent a battery though, because I used to have a parallel mod and I put the batteries in on series, and I were in work and I was just looking at it and it just went like that, and it started getting really warm. And I'm like, what do I do? And I went to throw it on the floor. There was a big puff of smoke everywhere. So yeah, that was quite amusing. Yeah, I just woke up arguing myself over vape, and I think you have good days, bad days with it, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think there's just so much choice now. You can't. What do you do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the thing with juice is that there's juice literally everywhere now. There is juice everywhere,
Yeah,
and it's it kind of dilutes market that much that nobody actually makes out anymore, does it?
yeah,
Because everybody's getting dribs and drabs.
yeah,
So it's but
yeah,
it's the government's fault in a way because there's a lot of people making juices and selling it,
yeah,
and that's the government's fault for basically driving it underground by having to do all this TPD bollocks,
yeah.
which has actually accomplished nothing, does it? Really? It's
There's
not really.
black market starting in places where they can't get it anymore and stuff like that already. So you can't imagine what they're using in that stuff.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
I know, but I've just started learning to mix, and I think when you learn to mix, there's that many flavourings. There's so much choice, and because I'm kind of like understanding how it works, it's kind of like I'm just vaping anything and everything at the minute. So I can't come up with something. Is that how you were when you started mixing and stuff?
No, because what I did when I did it is I tested all the flavourings.
Yeah,
that was where I started it all from.
Yeah.
It's tasting all the flavourings individual.
Yeah.
To find out what that flavouring brings to the party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it doesn't necessarily taste like what it says on label.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've got some juices here that are let's say peach flavour.
Yeah.
But there are things in it that you wouldn't expect to be in it because they enhance the peach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but by tasting the raw concentrate, I know it's difficult because they are really strong, and you've got to do it.
Perfume, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to be able to sift out the synthetic taste and keep the flavouring that they were intended. But anyway, that's what I did. I went through them all, tested them individually, and then I were able to then, in my head, say, right, well, this one was tasting like that. This one was tasting like that. If I get that and put it with that, and then mix some of this in it, it'll be this. So that's how I did it. I kind of have like this little library.
Yeah.
And I say, I want that, and that. So when I go to write a recipe now, generally, if you look at my book, my recipe book, you'll see that when I go to do a recipe, I just write it down.
Yeah.
And that's the juice.
Yeah.
It's not very often now where I have to readjust it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll go and I'll write the recipe, and that's it.
Yeah.
You can make it, and I'll be fairly confident that what's produced is nice.
Yeah.
And that's only because I've got used to all these things. And you've got to work out as well, because a lot of it is the strength of the flavour that's in the concentrate is different by brand. So the Perfumer's Apprentice stuff is a lot stronger tasting than the Capella stuff.
Yeah, Capella's
the Capella stuff is more even toned. It's all same strength.
Yeah.
Whereas the TFA stuff, some of it is stronger than others.
Yeah.
So that's another element that you've got to work out with the TFA.
Yeah.
Not only which flavour will go, but how much of that flavour you need to get that flavour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's another little bit that you.
Okay.
I don't think I actually think about it anymore. Do you know what? I don't think I actually think about it.
Yeah.
It just kind of it kind of fits. It either fits or it doesn't. And sometimes somebody will say to me, "Can you make me a watermelon and mint flavour or whatever?" And in my head, I'm trying to do it, and my brain starts to curdle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It says, whoa. And I said, no, mate, that'll not be right. So you got a few of them will say, well, like this. In my head, it straight away curdles.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a curdling thought.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to work. I don't know how that works. It's weird.
No, it's good. I didn't. I just bypassed it, and I just bought, as you know, as many flavours as I could possibly handle. I've got boxes and boxes in back, and I don't individually test them. I just look at them and go, so what am I aiming for? Am I aiming for more of a custard note or more of a, fruity note? So then I'll just up certain fruits. And like with Capellas, I get away with murder. TFAs, I usually work around 3 to 5%. But the problem is when you think of doing a custard, there's that many custards on market. You can add different things to them for different elements, and it's not just one custard. So I think that's what I'm learning. But Just Add Nick, which is some website, do a cactus punch custard, and it's quite cactus punch. And I looked at the description, it said cactus plus other fruits plus custard, and I thought, well, why not just cactus custard? So I tried mulberry custard, which is like an ambrosia custard, because I'm not so keen on the TFA and the Cabela's. And I've done that, and it just tastes like a creamy cactus. That's the best way I can explain it. It's not bad. It's really a tad bit more sweetener, and then it'll be up to my market. But yeah, it's okay.
Cactus flavour is an unusual flavour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad.
It's a strange flavour.
Yeah, I think if
I can't even put it into words what that one tastes like.
Yeah, I don't go above 0.3 if I'm putting it into other flavours. But if I'm using it standalone, it's usually around 3% so far. So, but yeah, the Inuera one I think is the best by far.
Yeah,
it's
very strong though.
Yeah, it's weird, but it is. I'd love to chase natural cactus fruit for once, but I don't even know where you get one.
You've never had them?
Yeah.
Have you had a dragon fruit?
No.
You've never had a dragon fruit?
No, I ain't lived, have I?
You've had a dragon fruit, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a cactus. That's a cactus fruit. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's off a big. It's off like a. It's an epiphyllum.
Yeah.
But the other one is a puntia, the normal cactus, the one that you like pawpaw kind of cactus that you would get in Spain and at markets.
Yeah.
That's the puntia.
Okay.
Yeah, they're nice.
Right. Cool. I'll look at them.
You can actually buy them in some places.
Yeah.
If you ever get the opportunity to buy like a cactus pawpaw, try one. Not the pawpaw as in with pips in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't like them. Papaya. I don't like them.
I think I've had. What was that one I had at yours that time in that funny? It's like some funny shell thing. I don't know what it was. Really small. It was like a plum type thing.
You had a few. We've had rambutans, which look like gorilla's bollocks. Well, hairy.
No, I don't think we them. It was purple on outside and it was hairy, I think.
The ones that were purple, we did have one, and there were like 3 or 4 fruits inside them, weren't there? It was rambutan and I can't remember. I've had all sorts of bizarre fruits recently.
Yeah.
I found a company that sells all this weird shit, like them durian fruits that stink. You know, the ones that stink. They're supposed to be the stinkiest fruit in the world. They sell all that kind of stuff. My Christ, they're expensive. They're like 40 quid a pop.
Jesus. We're getting some comments today. Dale says flavour out beats all concentrates for me personally. Yeah, flavour out's good. Very good.
Flavour out is good. Yeah, we use flavour out now. Yeah. They've just put the price of the of 1 or 2 of the flavourings up, mind, like the strawberry, juicy strawberry, and I think there's another one that's gone up, and it's gone up drastically. Yeah,
you were saying, isn't it, like £300 to £400 for a gallon or something daft?
It's more than that.
Wow.
I think it's normally about 380 quid a gallon. I think it's about 78 quid a litre, something like that. But that is now nearly double the strawberry. Yeah. It's not to make it more out, it's because the raw ingredients are not available, or they're available, but everybody wants them, so the price of them flat supply. So they've now been hit by that, which is obviously going to be affecting them because we can't afford to use it because it's just too expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But it's not their fault, isn't it?
No.
People do.
Everybody in chat, Dale. Who else is there? Dion's here. There's loads today. How's your rock thing going?
It's what?
How's your rock thing going?
It's doing very well. I've just done a little vid.
Yeah.
Which I'll drop in here in a sec, just to show you the ones that we were doing last week.
Yeah.
Just continuation. But I've done a little bit that continues. That'll look separately to this.
Yeah.
That's just the rocks, because people are interested in the rocks.
Yeah.
And we've just got some more fresh rocks in, Tiger's Eye and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, cool.
So you'll have to watch that video later. But yeah, they're going all right. They've been on 2 weeks now so far.
Yeah.
The batch that we were doing on this video anyway. Been on 2 weeks. Just had a look at them. Still a bit rough. Yeah. So the small been like, but they've still got cracks and things. So I'm going to give them another week. It's like 3 weeks that I've been on coarse grit.
Yeah.
And we've gone from basically cubes, rock, spiky cubes, just like chunks of rock, to round of the pebbles. They look a lot more like pebbles now.
Yeah.
But obviously they're all different colours and that.
Cool.
And then I've got some magnificent stuff.
Yeah, I love the rocks because I put quartz in the house for cleansing and stuff. It's supposed to, it's mind over matter, but it's just nice to have them in corner. You can get like a big quartz candle thing that you put on. You just burn it, and it's supposed to purify your house, but it probably doesn't in a million years. But it just looks nice.
There's a lot of these stones that are like Reiki stones.
Yeah.
For all that kind of stuff, spiritual healing and all that. There's a lot of these stones are like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, some of the colours that are in them are just unbelievable. And you think, well, there's got to be something magical about this.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these stones are so nice that you would think, you know, a few thousand years ago, if you got hold of one of these stones, you'd be considered a god because, you know, what? What?
Have to go back in time. What we took Mayans would be like gods and stuff. That'd be it.
Yeah. I mean, when they glisten and then you've got it's bright blue like your jump, like your shirt that you wear. It's just what? Why? There's some really, really fancy stuff.
Yeah.
It's humid in Wrexham.
It is here in Leeds. I'm sweating now, to be honest. I'm doing out.
No, it's muggy, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
It's muggy today.
Yeah. It's rained again just about half an hour ago. It didn't really do all. Just a load of rain and nothing.
Can't make its mind up, can it?
No.
We're not having much of a summer again, are we, though? Because it was.
It's gone. That's it now.
No,
at least it's warm though. That's what I keep thinking.
A couple of weeks ago, it was glorious, wasn't it? And it used to be like that every summer, didn't it?
Yeah. Nice yesterday.
From like June till end of August.
Yeah, it was very nice yesterday. I went on. I did legs in the morning on my workout, and then I did a 6 mile walk in the afternoon. So trying to lose weight.
It's John Martin's shop from the
shop. Yeah, just had Nick. Yeah, but his prices are atrocious. He charges £5 for 10 mil concentrate. It's like a one shot, but it's just a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they tell you to mix it at 20%, so I don't think you're going to get 40 mil out of it. Something daft. That's why I just thought I'd make me own. Sorry, I pay that.
At the end of the day, no matter what you mix, if it's wrong, you vape it, can't you?
Oh yeah, I've just
you just don't like it, you can't vape.
Yeah.
So it's only really if you're that determined that you want to make another batch, like I'd throw it away and make another batch.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do. You know, if you're tight on money, there's no reason why you can't just vape it just the same.
Yeah, I think I've got on the table around there. There must be 20 odd bottles of stuff I've made up.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they are. I've not even fingered them. Some of them taste really nice, or to me they're nice.
Can you imagine how many 120 bottles I've got peppered all over the place of stuff? Just because I nearly always make a 120 and a 250. And they're literally everywhere in the shop. Trays on them. And I just right outside at bottle ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
some are really nice though.
Like gorgeous now. There's some under my counter and they're orange. Deep orange, yeah. Right, I'll put you that little video of the rocks on now. Let's hope that I keep the sound this time. Let's see how it works. Share screen.
I'll put myself.
No. Let me know if you can hear it because I can't tell. Oh, I'll just switch that off a sec. Right, so it's Saturday again. This is the little insert video for the main lunchtime video, if you like. There's an extended version of this, which I will upload later, which will go on to show you all of the rocks that's in this system and some new stuff that's just coming. But what we're doing in this particular video, we're going to be looking at that barrel of rocks that we put on. Now, this has been on for 2 weeks now, hasn't it, on 80 grit. We looked at them last week, and the rounding had basically just started. And now it's time to see how far we've got. Some of them may be ready already, in which case I can take them out, put them in water, and continue tumbling the rest until we've got them all, you know, in the condition that we want. And what we're actually looking for, we're looking for no chips, no holes, no deep cracks, furrows, stuff like that. Basically, the surface to be as smooth as we possibly can. So that's the lid off. And that's what we've got, look. It's like a pinky, chocolatey kind of a colour. So let's dump these babies out. Right, so that's what we've got. Let me zoom in a bit for you. Just zoom in a bit. The reveal. looking better, aren't we? Look at that. Tell you what, let me zoom in a bit more. Like that. Pretty good camera is this, but you can't bloody get it to focus. There we go, there we go. Look at that. Now you can see the potential that these have got in them. But you can see these furrows and dints and bits missing and that. All of that has to be removed. See, there's one there you can see. You see that hole? If it hadn't been for that hole, that would probably have been okay to move on. Nice triangular piece. Like a bit of bloodstone or something. So you can see there's still quite a bit of rounding to go. But when you bear in mind that 2 weeks ago, they look like that. So they're just literally just rocked. And now the colour's coming out. We're smoothing them down. I can't see any that's particularly ready, I would say. Can you see that one? That's one of the ones that's fossils. All tiny little fossils. One look. They're coming, but they're not there yet. These are just mixed. It's a nice agate there, look. Look at all them lines in that. Some lovely colours in that. Ooh, that's a nice pattern. Look at that. So they're coming out. That's nice, isn't it? That's really nice. Anyway, that's as far as we've got so far. Right, as you can see, there's quite a few varieties. So what I'm going to do with this now is put it back into the barrel. I'm going to clean this barrel out, put it back into the barrel with some fresh grit and run it for another week, and that'll then be 3 weeks on 80 grit. Now down here, I don't know if you can see, I'll move the camera a bit. Down here, what we've got another one of mixed, I think these are mixed quartz. I've forgotten where I put it now actually. And this one, which this is now on 400 grit. This one at this end, this is the sodalite, which is that beautiful blue and white rock. Now this is already now into pre-polish, so this has been on. It's only been on about 3 days. This is on 600 grit, right? So all of them look smooth. This are now all the petals around smooth everywhere. There's no cracks, holes, or anything like that. So they've moved on to this, which is only 2 stages left. So we've got the polish to do, and then we've got a buffing to do, if you like. So that's about it for this quick section. Like I say, if you want to see more about these rocks, I'm uploading a video later where I'll show you, what's in these 2 tanks as well as some new stuff that I've just come on. Give you a little quick glance. These are some new rocks that I've just got. I'll just wet it so you can see what it is. This is blue laced agate. Isn't that beautiful? When that polishes up, it's absolutely incredible. So I've got some lovely big chunks of this and all sorts of other bits and pieces as well. So I'll show you them in the video as well. And like I've mentioned in the video yesterday, I am actually in the process of building a tumbler for myself. And we're going to, based on the comments on the video from yesterday, we're going to make the rock room in the kitchen. So we'll be setting all that sort of stuff up in the kitchen. But it's going to be good fun though. Anyway, if you like this, don't forget, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and watch out for the other video that's coming later today. See you later. Back to the main video.
Amazing. They look really good.
It's coming on.
Really good. Yeah.
It's amazing how it goes from this grey, brown, uninteresting lump of rock. But as soon as you scrape away the crud off the surface of it and expose what's underneath, it's unbelievable. There's so many rocks out there that just look like a pebble. And when you crack them open, they're far from pebbles inside. They're more like marble, and they're in rings like that. You know, this which is one of them rocks I was telling you about, where that pebble is formed inside a bigger rock.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like a crack, the cavity it fills, and that's why you get them layers in it. But they don't know how old them are because they're formed inside existing rocks.
Okay.
They know how old the existing rocks are, but they don't know when the cracks are filled in. Cool.
No, they're good. They're amazing. They are. I love them. I do like rocks. I'm a bit weird like that.
Getting your rocks off.
No, I wanted to. I always had a thing for geology when I was at school. I think it was interesting.
Yeah, I did geology. That's where the tumbler came from. I mean, I was only 10 when I got that tumbler.
Is it still going now?
It's still up. I went for it. I mean, I haven't used it since I was about 10, right? When I went to Cornwall. It's still a sticker on it from the shop I got it from, and the shop's still going. So I managed to find it, right? And then all these years, it's been moved from house to house, to pillar to post, to garage to roof to loft. And I found it, and it got all 3 barrels still with it, right? Wow. Fixed on it anyway. One of the barrels has still got the original shot that I used when I was a kid inside it, which just amalgamated a lump of rust. I got that out. Plugged it in, and it straight away.
They do stuff like that, because it was built properly.
It's made in England.
Very heavy duty motor that, if it's going for that long. It's good.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? Well, man, I can't remember how much I used it as a kid. It might have only been on for a week.
It's still going though, isn't it? It's, things like that just shouldn't work. Do you know what I mean? After that amount of time. But it does show, doesn't it, that things that are built nowadays just don't last 2 minutes. If somebody said, do you ever do cheap hobbies?
No. Unfortunately, the trouble is I also got OTT. Whenever I do anything, it's always OTT. I'm never satisfied with just enough.
No, it's good. It is. I mean, I've got like this fishing kit back there, and I've been for near on 6 months now, just because I can't get a pike, so I've fallen out with it for a minute.
I mean, but the trouble with me is a lot of it is with me is I intend to. There's a lot of intent. So I intend to go for that walk. I intend to take the dogs a walk. Whatever it is, I'm gonna do my photography or whatever it is. There's no time to do it, do I? So it just still sits in the boxes it arrived in. So all of the stuff that I bought, well, not all of it, but 80% of the stuff that I bought over the last 4 years, I've never been able to use it because I've never had time.
At least you set up for retirement then.
That's what I said to her. I said, at least when I finish, I've got plenty to frigging do.
No, it's good. Really good. It is. Really good idea.
Baz says, what's the end goal with the stones?
Let's see what Carl put.
Got more hobbies than that. Well, to do with the stones, what I intend to do is some of them at least is I'll be embedding them in the resin tables that I do with the board, and I use all the different resins. Well, I'll be sort of embedding some in it in the tabletop, all the different colours and that, so and then covering it with resin. So they'll be underneath. So that's one project.
Cool.
But I've also actually just bought, with that order that's on the other video, is some little clasps and things. So if there's any of these stones that's big enough for like a little necklace, so I can put some on them. So maybe them odd people might do on each
Your all your spiritualists and your Reiki healers will be hitting you up for stuff. Seriously, they will get advertising it. They'll batch them up, especially if you put them at a good price.
Yeah, I mean, some of these crystals are ridiculous. If you go on eBay and look at the price of blue laced agate for a little chunk, you're looking at a little chunk like this, and they want you 6 and 7 quid for it. It's like this big, and they just take it piss. But it's what
amber. That's a joke for prices. Amber, unbelievable. The little speck's about 8 quid now. I think it was last time I looked.
Amber. Amber's like they can melt amber still, can't they?
I think so. I don't know. It's some sort of stone amber with something else. It's weird.
I think it's tree sap. I think it's tree sap that's fossilized. That's why they get like bugs in it. And are you thinking of amber? Is that the stuff where they get that flight like Jurassic Park?
I think it is. I can't remember what it is. Amber. Sometimes it's like it's an amber stone, but it's not fully amber. Yeah, no, it is amber. Yeah, it is amber. It's a stone. Yeah, yeah.
Well, they can melt that because it's still actually resin.
Yeah.
That's how you tell the difference between real amber and fake amber. Is you get a red needle and touch it, and if it should, well, when it melts, it'll smell like pine. Like,
okay.
But the other one will smell like burnt plastic.
Yeah. Probably one I bought.
Because you've got a hole, so you've screwed it anyway.
I bought some amber off Wish. It's not real.
No. It said it were real, 99 pence.
Did I tell you about my Fastec story? So I ordered something from Fastec just short of 2 years ago, and it never turned up. And I didn't say out to them, so they sent me out an email saying that they've looked and it's not coming back. And I said, okay. It was only $15 for some vaping stuff. They said, oh, we'll give you a gift certificate. They give me $99. $99. Yeah. So I've reordered some stuff, and I ordered it just short of 5 days ago, and it's still not been dispatched. So I don't think I'm getting that. Honestly.
They do look nice in the aquarium. I'll tell you what I've just bought as well, Baz is on about these bits of rock. I've just bought some aquarium off eBay, fossilized wood. So I'll be breaking that into chunks, and I'll be tumbling that as well, because that looks nice. Fossilized wood, lovely when it's been polished. Because you see all grains like just like black planks and that, you know.
I thought you were going to put a load of poison spiders in it and have me around. Come on.
People put all sorts in them, like, don't they?
Yeah. Kevin says, I thought you're too busy walking.
Everybody's got whippets. If they're not feeding pigeons. Everybody used to have pigeons, didn't they?
Yeah. My Uncle John used to keep them. I think he stopped. I think he does quails now, or quail eggs. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, little birds.
Yeah.
We used to breed them. They're very strange when they take flight.
Yeah.
It's like a little brrr. Yeah, they don't fly very far because they're too fat, like with little wings. And they're like an arc. Then they'll have another go.
Yeah. Cool.
They're very strange when they're flying. They're like them World War II bombs, like doodle bombs.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll have any shows this year? Do you think they'll be autumn?
No, they've all been cancelled.
Everyone?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go anywhere, but the German Expo said it were going to go ahead, and they just cancelled it. So I don't know. I said they're going to go ahead. I'm not sure if they're still keeping. They're still saying the Vapor Expo for Birmingham's still going ahead, but I'm not sure if it's still in Nightingale. So I don't know what's going on with that.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
I got some good news from work. I'm not getting my pay rise this year.
You're not?
No, they said due to everybody being on furlough and shielding and having to pay for that, we're not getting it. And I was like, well, I've just worked every day through it, so what do I get? Nothing. It's weird world, isn't it?
Well, if the government's been paying 80% at wage, that shouldn't affect you because government's been paying it.
I know, but it's my company. Just like you said last week, they've got you by balls every time.
Everybody's got your bit bollocks, haven't they? There's always something got your bit bollocks.
Yeah, we're still waiting to be taken over at the minute, so I'm waiting for them turning up with their clipboards looking at stuff.
Who can go?
Yeah. If they offer redundancy, I'm fitting them straight out.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, very. I'm looking at that.
If you put vinegar on it and it fizzes, it's not good. Well, that must mean it'd be lime scale, wouldn't it? It'd be lime, calcium.
Yeah.
So that would dissolve in your water, wouldn't it, really? So probably it would, yeah.
Have you got to have a perfect pH for certain fish, I take it?
Yeah. It would affect it, because if it's a dissolvable lime scale, it's going to leach into water, isn't it? Definitely. So that would affect the pH. I don't know if it would go down. Would it go down or up? It'd go down, wouldn't it?
Alkaline. Oh God, sign. Here we go. Alkaline takes it down. Yeah. So alkaline take it down. So if it's 7.2, you put an alkaline in it, take it down.
Yeah, you drop it, and then your feet start to peel.
Somebody says we're watching the Expo, the virtual expo. I heard about that.
Yeah,
if they affect water pH. I don't have fish.
It's the same as when you put vinegar onto baking powder and stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that kind of fizzes up.
Yeah.
Sodium, bicarb.
Yeah.
Because we put when we're doing that soda toffee, we put bicarb and vinegar in it to make it, and then it's up.
Is it then Mentos mints and Coca-Cola?
Yeah, that's crackers. That is crazy. What the hell going on there?
I know. I want to try that, but
what would happen if you just swallowed some and then you had a can of Coke?
You explode.
Would that same thing happen in your gut?
Oh, you fart a lot, wouldn't it too?
It would, because that must be a hell of a pressure, the building up in there. So if you've just had a packet of Mentos and then you have a can of Coke, that same effect is supposed to be going on in your guts, isn't it? And that's not going to be good, is it? So I've not seen anybody do a video of that yet. So come on, boys and girls.
Is that next week's challenge?
Next week's challenge is a Mentos and a can of Coke.
Followed by 3 chilies. It brings some views in at least. They should try it. I'll probably be guinea pig now, won't I?
Yeah, of course.
What are you doing next Saturday?
I bet Liam's been bored out his bollocks because he can't stand being away from work. He can't stand having nothing to do.
Yeah. I spoke to him yesterday briefly. He said his billet box had broke and he managed to get a new bridge for it. So he said, "Can I borrow yours?" And I went, "Yeah, I'll fetch it over to you." And he says, "Oh, can you fetch it over now?" I'm sat in, I think you're in a pub or something. And I'm like, "No." I said, "I'm coming over Monday. I'll fetch it to you then if you want to borrow it." He's broke his button or something, so he's sending it off for repair. He won't be happy.
He's broke his button?
I think so, yeah. So he said.
Oh, dear. Yeah. That's one panel, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got his Exocet V2 as well that he's been waiting for. So he bought one of them.
He's had some vape mail come.
Yeah. Sad, isn't it?
What can you do?
Well, no, I'm saying it's just sad. You just become a collector of pointless shit.
Yeah.
So, and it costs you an arm and leg, and then you vape it, and then a week later you're bored of it again. Yeah. So you buy something else.
It makes you wonder if there's something missing out of the lives, doesn't it? It really is, isn't there? Yeah. I mean, my life is such a void of anything. I just fill it with any kind of crap.
Oh, that's good. It's good. I do the same. I like just random stuff, like yesterday I went walking and stuff like that with somebody I know, and just different things. If I'm bored, I'll end up doing something. So work have decided to ask me to become an AP, which is an appointed person. So like if there's some big electrical work going on, I've got to be one that oversees it and does all the health and safety stuff behind it. Yeah. I said, "Well, do I get the extra money?" They went, "No." So when am I going to use it? And they said, "Probably once every 5 years." I said, "So why do you want me to do it?" Like, well, it's just good. You get a certificate and we'll send you on a course and stuff like that. I'm like, right, okay, that's great. And then I think it was over day we had problems with gates and people were coming through it. And I said to him to come through. And as he's come through the gate, I went and did something. And the barrier's gone straight down the top of the car like that. And there's me like that. Oh. So I've wrestled the barrier back up and it's pulled off. And it's, I said to him, "Look, it's my fault. Just put a claim in." I said, "I'll speak to the boss and get it sorted." And then I was sat in the office telling my boss, and I went, "You want me to be in charge of 10 people doing electrical work? I'm just short of 11,000 volts down to 240. I went, "It's just not going to happen, is it?"
Blame John. You get pointed to
There's some guy in a puff of smoke across the other side of the site because I didn't check it. So I started reading out regs again, and it's just, Jesus Christ. I'd love to meet the people that write it.
Yeah, the regulations that they come out with, although the majority of it are for safety and stuff. Some of it just bollocks, isn't it? It's just utter shit. It's like the health and safety stuff. It's just
this is what it is. It's health and safety act.
Common sense is what it is. If you're not practicing common sense, then you're up for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you're doing something that's out on a fucking limb, don't you? You don't need to be told that. You just know it.
But it repeats itself constantly.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or different form. I think I only got to page 4, my brain switched off. So I think I've got another 40 pages to read. Too much.
Yeah,
it really is.
To remember it all now.
But I'm not qualified to work on anything above 1,000 volts. But yeah, the guys that are coming in, they've got their AP, and then we've got our AP. Those 2 guys work together, then 2 guys do the work, and then it kind of works down the line like that. And then we give out loads of tickets, I can't remember what they're called, work tickets and stuff like that. So, and then you make sure everything's locked off, and then only one person has the key to that lock, and there's just loads of stuff. So it's crazy. It actually says when you're working on a mains board, regardless of voltage, you've got to lock it off, then you've got to have a key for that lock, and then whoever's got the key for lock working on the board, you have to give it to somebody else. Then if it's in a room, you've got to enclose the room, you've got to close the doors and stuff like that. And it's just like in real world, you don't get time for that. So
no, they're all hypothetical things, aren't they?
Yeah. And when you take a board,
we ain't got a boss behind you saying, right, we've got another 4 of them to do.
Yeah. And when you've got a board cover that you've got to take off, and the board that you're working on's got to be all made dead, that could put out God knows how many computers. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
take out workforce upstairs out of action.
Yeah. Don't know if there's anymore.
No.
I think there's been problems with Facebook today.
Is it glitching?
Yeah, the stream's gone a bit funny.
I was getting all random news feeds last week. You know, like old stuff, how to sync and all that kind of stuff. How to date.
Yeah, I got that.
Crackers.
Yeah. I was getting stuff from about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, just like regurgitated stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's back as Facebook now, it's alright. I think my computer's having issues today.
My computer's on its way out.
Is it? How old is it?
It's not that old, it's actually still in warranty.
Yeah.
It's this one behind the thing here. It's not actually it's just I can't do any 3D stuff on it. You won't let me
Yeah, Liam said a couple of weeks back and you said that show here.
Absolutely no idea what's gone on with that computer. And I wiped it. I've wiped it as far as not wiping it, but I've restored it to default or wherever it is in settings to make sure I kept the files and that. But it makes no difference. You install the stuff again and it's still waiting, even open.
Is it?
Yeah, it just won't open. So I've no idea what's going on there. It happens on everything else, but just refuses on that. And it's like I say, it's a new machine, so it should do. It's not that it can't handle it.
Yeah. Give Taran a shout. He'll know what to do.
Yeah, that's what Liam says. I've worked with Taran.
Yeah. Get him style in and have a look at it.
It's a pain in the ass, like when you wipe your computer, because you've got all your frigging things to install again. And anything, it's online now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like Photoshop and Corel, they're all subscription based.
Yeah.
Whereas you used to just get a CD, didn't you? Well, now it's subscription based.
Yeah. You got to remember your 7,000 passwords on top of that.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, 400 million, and you've got to have so many squiggles in this and so many gaps.
Yeah.
It does your head.
Yeah.
You can even get a little program, can't you, to keep all your passwords in?
Yes. Yeah.
So then but then you've still got a password to remember the password.
It's that, yeah. And then it says, we'll email your Hotmail account. And you're like, I can't remember my password for my Hotmail account.
Yeah. My mum's had 3 Hotmail accounts. We can't get into any of them because we can't remember the bleeding password.
Yeah. That's me. No worries.
Hello, Juice, come in. Open for collection, yeah. Yes, of course you can.
Yeah, Baz, I agree with that.
I'll do that now.
Open up for different things.
See you later. Ta-ra. Customer.
Baz is just saying that he's not had any new vape gear for ages. At one point, Mike's Fit liked it. He got it. Yeah, I just used to buy stuff on a whim, just because it was something different. You know, with a certain quirk that I'd never used before. But yeah, they brought a new pulse out, Vandy Vape Pulse, and the only difference is that it's bottom fill on a squonker. My mind's thinking, okay, so you're filling it from bottom, but you've got this tube, and then you've got this open end, and then you're filling it like that. How's it going to stop the juice coming out? And I'm like, that's going to end up in misery, surely. So I won't be buying that.
I think a lot of these now are getting to the stage where they're just thinking of something different for the sake of it.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the technology is there, isn't it? It's there. What it does exactly, it's not going to get any better. No. It's really just down to what kind of wrapper you want on it.
Yeah. The box,
that is the top and bottom on it. The inside of it are all going to be the freaking same. It's just about aesthetics, what you like the case to look like. Because they all look the same now.
You see what Vaping with Vic said? He says, I can't remember the company, but they own Vapor S owns somebody else, and they've just gone onto the stock market and they've now got $18 billion.
Nice.
The vaping company, so it's probably just going to be them for the rest of. They're gonna. I think they said that they might look at buying Smock out, which will be funny. So I think Smock's just had out about 10 mods in last week, so you can tell China's back to normal.
Yeah, they're spitting them out constantly, aren't they?
Yeah.
I tell you what I've noticed, they tend to release them rather than going into like a pre-phase. Yeah. They'll release them, but it's not popular, so they only do that one batch and move on. Do you know what I mean? That's what I've noticed with a lot of stuff. You get a lot of Smock stuff, which is slightly bizarre.
Yeah. Not
mainstream, but it's obviously decent. Yeah. It's like a meta batch, and it's not been popular, so they've not made another batch.
Yeah, so they. That'd be the best way to be, isn't it?
Yeah, which is yeah.
I just wish they'd sort the coils out and that have like 50,000 different coils.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, can't believe companies are making them. It's the people like us. It's the ever so slight differences that annoy me, like the one we've just been on about, where they've changed infill from top to bottom, not bottom to top. That's not an innovation. That's not another version, is it?
Yeah, no.
That's what's sake on it. That is just to do, like Baz has said here, is to take advantage of loyal customers. Yeah. Thinking, oh, I've enjoyed this, I've got to have no one. Well, it's the same as that one, Cop.
Yeah.
Turn it upside down. Go on, there you go. That's no one. Yeah, this is the new mod. That's the original version, right. But the new one, we call it the inverse.
If I pay that,
upside down.
Yeah.
Perfect for astronauts, cave divers.
Oh, that's my space pen. I got my space pen.
Space pen.
Yeah, the one that you can write upside down with in water and stuff like that. Yeah. So if I'm ever stuck underneath water, I don't need to worry about breathing. I can just write now. So that's me.
Does it actually does it work underwater then?
Yeah, it does everything. I just need some paper that goes with it now. It should be all right.
Yeah. Is it a ball pen or is it like a felt tip?
Yeah, it's ball pen.
Ball pen.
Like a little ceramic thing. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That goes on top like that. I don't know why I bought it. I was obsessed with them when I was a kid and I could never afford them. So
I do think that. Yeah, I do think that. It's like this.
Yeah.
I wanted one for Asian. I saw that. I thought, oh, I've got to have that. I've just got to have it, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do it. Mine. So I got some in because I know there's other idiots like me who just love shit like that.
I bought one on Facebook, and it turned up, and we use it to go underneath floors. And I think probably the first camera phone ever's probably got as good picture as that.
Yeah.
Terrible. I don't even think it was 3 megapixels. I think it was 2.8 or something. You couldn't see anything. You turned light on and it was just like that. It was just this mold of pixelated stuff. So yeah, it was terrible. So I've not used that since.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. I recorded a video on my phone. I was in my ear oil, like looking at my eardrum, and it's pretty good, really. I think it takes a bit of getting used to because you've got to work out how far to move it.
Yeah.
It's too small, you move it a little bit and it actually moves it a lot. It's great.
Yeah.
But when it's in your ear hole, you're upside down and all. So down is up and left is right and all that.
Yeah.
And we're having a look and I thought, Jesus Christ, it's like the Black Forest in here. I need DE walking again.
That's got to take his barbers. That flame thing, don't they?
Yeah, nah. I'll just get me wax in it and get a good pull.
Yeah, I was going to ask where'd you get that wax from because I'm actually wanting to do my nose. eBay. Okay. Yeah.
It's called Yoffy, like toffee with a Y. Yoffy.
Yeah. How do you put some like earbud cleaners in it to pull them out, or
No, you get a little packet in the box. You get a packet of what looks like a teacup. We lid on it, so you unscrew that right, and then you get a packet of plastic plugs.
Yeah.
And you melt your wax in microwave, which takes about 10 times longer than it says.
Yeah.
But once it's melted, you dip the end of your plastic thing in the wax, swizzle it round, and the light come up, and then just roll it so it creates a blob at end, like coffee. It's like coffee. And then while it's still hot, it's not hot, but it's hot enough. You shove it in your ear hole or up your nose, and then if you're doing your nose, you have to push the air onto the toffee that's stuck on that plastic stick. So you go like this, and then just give it a couple of seconds to set, basically, the code, and then just grab them, and then one go, just pop, and you won't feel it. If you try and do it slow, you're gonna really fucking regret it. It ain't gonna work, and it's gonna make you tear up like a beaut. You can't do it. You've got to like that. And you'll not have any feeling with it.
Yeah.
But I've seen people going like this, but they've got it stuck up the nose and they're going, I mean, that's why it's hurting. Just rag it.
I'm sick at nose trimmer because we use nose trimmer. You can't see what you're doing, so you're proper going for it like that, and then for a couple of days your nose just hurts.
Yeah, so, that's the other thing with that little nose hair thing is it grows back spiky and it grows across, doesn't it? Spiky.
Does it?
You know, your hair.
Yeah.
When it grows back, it grows spiky and it makes it even more itchy.
Okay.
You're waxing it, it takes it out with bleeding root.
Yeah.
It lasts about 2 months.
Good.
It lasts about 2 months, and you're not forever doing this.
And I'm sick of going to the toilet at work, and then I'll just itch my nose or something, and I'll be looking at the mirror, wash my hands. There's this big dirty hair sticking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, for God's sake.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, you're better off just get it waxed.
No, it's good. I'll try it. I'll let you know.
I did a video of it the other week.
It looks painless, but at the same time, my brain's like, it can't be painless, surely.
It is painless. If you get one hair out your nose, anybody will tell you this. You get one hair out your nose and pull it out, and make your eyes wetter.
Yeah.
Because it hurts. But if you get them all and you pull it out, dusk like that, it takes time to register and it don't hurt.
Yeah.
It's the same as when I pulled my tooth out of the month.
Yeah.
You know, a piece of string around. It was itching like a good one, and you think by pulling it out it really hurt. But I put the string around it, went like that, and I had to check to see if it were on. That's our little pain in the world associated with it. It came out like that, so it didn't have time to register.
I guess shout them with teeth about to come to you.
Yeah, because you can't
not get boils doing it, Les. I don't understand what that means.
No, I don't get boils.
All right, okay. Oh, yeah, ingrowing hairs. Yeah.
Ingrowing hairs, yeah. No, I don't get boils. I've had one of them and all. I've had a pylorhidal sinus. Oh, it's perisomate or other sinus. It's like a hole in my ass. Not me hole in my ass, but further up. Yeah. You've got 2 little dints.
Yeah.
And they put their paws and they can get infected, especially a lot of people that do a lot of sitting down.
Yeah, I get balls in between my ass cheeks. It fucking hurts. That hurts.
Well, I got one of them about 5 years ago, something like that. Yeah. And fucking huge. Put me in hospital.
Did it?
Put me in hospital because this abscess thing was hanging out my bollocks kind of thing. Yeah. But it worked. Yeah. So they took me to hospital and they had me in hospital for 3 days without no teeth. Anyway, eventually it bust. Oh, the stench that come out of it were unbelievable. And they had to scoop it in. They had to set me operating, and the scoop went in, and it were about that deep, a big pocket. Yeah. And for weeks they had to come and pack it, and then pull it back out every day, every morning. Pull it back out.
I bet that was painful.
It's hideous. Look at this. That's not the phone. This is the phone. Hello, Juice, Gavin.
Yeah, Carl, the mix from his spa looks really good. Really good.
What is the price anyway?
I think Cheeky Vape had it at 45 or something like that.
Have you got a list? Have you got a list of what you want? Yeah. Yeah. Is this TFA or Capella? TFA. Yeah. You've already got 3. You've got 2 strawberry white, 1 sweet cream, and vanilla custard. Cheesecake. Cheese. Right, 100 ml. Right, I'll go get them for you, but it's going to take me about 5 minutes. Have you got cash? There's a machine. There's a cash. Oh, what do you call it? Over the road, cash machine. You're looking at 100 ml is 35 quid to you. Champion. See you in a bit. Ta-da. Customers, what can you do?
Yeah. Do you do that anywhere? A Yes We cheesecake?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've not done that. We've got anywhere a biscuit.
Yeah, that's lovely. That absolutely lovely.
It's a nice one, that, but it's very distinctive. So if you taste, you know straight away that's got that in it. Like.
Don't use it over 1%.
It's a little bit like Capella custard, isn't it? If you're trying something, you know exactly what it is that's in it.
Yeah. I'm still in that best custard steak that I've got. I'm looking forward to that when it does steak. It's really nice. Carl's just done about this buy mix. Everybody else is selling it at 60 odd, and Cheeky Vape's got it 45, which I said, no, doesn't make any sense, does it? It's a lot of plastic for 60.
Yeah. Can you communicate with yourself while I get this bloody order?
Yeah. I'll have a meeting with myself if you want. So what's everybody been up to in chat? Anything good? Yeah, my nose hair is getting bad as well. I don't need to look for some like Yoffe, I think it's called. Shame Grant or Lehman. I thought they'd been on this week. Yeah, that's true, Baz. That's me. Version 2 of a mod. I think Vape Bresso have just released the Gen S. What's the difference? What's everybody else vaping on today? Anything good? Version 2 lasers your man, but I usually use it around 5%. I think the good news about version 2 on TFA or Capella is it takes, I think from some guys were saying in the mixing group, it takes 2 weeks. V1 takes 4 weeks. If you're doing single flare, I think you can go 5 or maybe 7%. But it'd be very, very custardy, if you know what I mean. Definitely give it a couple of weeks to ease off. Mollenberry do a good custard. Legendary custard it's called. That's quite nice. It's more ambrosy. That's pretty good. I'll bring it up with Les when it comes down. But I'd start at 5 for that, definitely. I usually mix, I do TFA custard. For single flavour, yeah, could do. What's your end goal? What are you trying to get from it? Are you just wanting a custard base, or you wanting to put something with it? Or if you want custard, I'd mix like I'd use if you don't want the diacetyl, go with the V2s, and I'd use Capella and TFA because they've got different notes together. If you have full of custard cream, yeah, beautiful. Could you translate Carl, John? He speaks like thee. Sorry. Know what I can do. Where you from, Kevin? But yeah, definitely start at 5 and go from there, Baz. Okay. I prefer the Capella for some reason. But you could do like 5% TFA custard vanilla V2. You could add Bavarian cream at around 2% to make it creamy. There's loads you can do. If you can get yourself on the liquid recipes, have a look on there. Set up an account and put in what you want to use. I'll just search it and it'll tell you. The percentages are a bit all over the shop, but it gives you a rough guide, because if you look in the notes, people have done single flavour testing and it does tell you what they found to be best, and then it's a good guide to start with if that's what you want to do. And it's all about, the good thing about mixing is about telling your own juice and what you like. Yeah, because the cream is nice. But yeah, you have to wait for customers to see it. That's not the problem. I have no patience. Just vape it off the bat. Oh, Edinburgh, right, okay. Very nice places, Edinburgh. Very nice. Went up there a lot of years ago. I could just about understand people in Edinburgh, though. If you go to Glasgow, not a prayer for me. Anybody else got planned anything for today? Yeah, I've just got a date with a washing machine. Maybe looking at mixing up some more different custards, who knows? God's country. That's what they call Yorkshire as well, though. But yeah, it is lovely up there. It's unreal. I mean, you drive all the way up, and then you start going up, and then the scenery, some of it's absolutely beautiful on the way up. I'm rubbish with geography, so I couldn't tell you which way I went. But I think I went past, where is it? I can't remember her name. There's some castle up that way. We stopped off at a restaurant up there. It was really nice. Yeah. I use e-liquid calculators. There's loads of different ones. They're all as good as each other. They're brilliant. But yeah, I'll ask Les when he gets back, but I'm sure it's around 5% for single flavour. But the trouble with custards is that they've all got different notes for different things. So you can mix another one with that to kind of like back that one up and then give it more of a fuller custard fit flavour. Is he now? I'll ask him. Les, Baz is asking, he's wanting to do TFA custard version 2 as a single flavour. What percentage would you start at? I said around 5.
On its own?
Yeah.
Just on its own?
Yeah.
I'd go more than that.
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, if it's, I tend to go for 15% flavour. Whether that's not 15% of each, that's like I want a peach custard, I might have 7 of one and 8 of other. Yeah. He's got 6%.
That's what ELR's saying.
It's what?
ELR, e-liquid recipes, you know.
Yeah, I think you want it stronger than that if you're just having that on its own. I think at 6%, I would use 6% to go with something else.
Yeah.
You're missing something. You're missing the other.
I said try putting like TFA version 2 custard with it around 5 or 6 and back it up with some different stuff.
Yeah.
A bit of varying cream and stuff like that.
6% of one thing on its own is not going to be enough, I don't think. You're going to have no depth to it. It's just going to be a... Yeah, start at 12%, yeah. It's whatever you like, Baz. You just got to try it. Just do different versions. Do 10ml ones and do one at 10%, do one at 10, one at 12, one at 15 and see what's best. I reckon that 12% is probably about right for that on its own. But what I might do, rather than have it on its own, is I might put another 3% in there of something else.
Yeah.
To enhance that custard. For example, you might want to put some French vanilla deluxe in there, which will 3%. So that's the 15, and that will round it out a bit more. Or you could go for something that's like just vanilla.
Yeah.
Capella Simply Vanilla or TFA Madagascar Vanilla.
Yeah.
Very, very strong is that one. Really strong. To help that vanilla a bit. But the TFA custard on its own, I quite like.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's nice. It's not as distinctive as the Capella ones because they're very distinctive now, them aren't they?
Yeah, I'm like Liam. I vape things off the bat, and the Capella one makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
You can just taste it. It just doesn't taste right. It tastes very perfumey and stuff. But
well,
the TFA one's a lot lighter.
TFA is a lot better. The TFA custard and the TFA vanilla bean ice cream are exactly the same thing. They're actually exactly the same thing. About one ingredient. There's only one ingredient that's in one that's not in the other.
Yeah.
I forgot which one it was, but that is the only difference between the two.
Oh, okay.
So both of them are nice. So you can mix them two together.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted that custard, but you wanted to bring a bit of ice creaminess to it, not ice cream, ice creaminess, you could add some ice cream to that custard as well.
Yeah. Saying, have you switched to version 2?
Well, we've got version 1 and 2. It depends on the recipe. If the recipe calls for version 1, we still use version 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we've done them both.
People say to try horchata in custards. What's that do? Does it smooth it out or something?
Well, horchata will make it taste nutty like the horchata.
Okay.
Because that's basically what that is, isn't it? It's horchata. It's horchata deluxe.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is basically what that is.
Yeah.
Horchata is a nice flavour, but again, it's very distinctive. You can't use it and think, well, people won't know what it is because they will.
Yeah.
It's, you know, tiger nut flavour.
Yeah. Try some dulce in there. Is it? I can't remember the name of it. Something dulce.
Dulce de leche.
Yeah, that one. It's caramel in it. That's lovely. That one.
Yeah. There's two versions. There's a dulce de leche, which is actually a flammable. So they brought out dulce de leche 2, which is not flammable.
Yeah.
The caramel, I mean, but dulce de leche caramel is version 2, if you like.
Okay.
But it's not flammable, so you can ship it by air.
Yeah.
If the other one, you have to pay something like $300 extra for hazmat shipping.
That's cheap.
Because it's because it's the lock it in the box basically, don't they?
Yeah.
So they charge you extra $200 for that.
Yeah.
On top of whatever else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if possible, we try and get the ones that's not flammable. But if I'm getting one, I may as well get a dozen. So I tend to get them all at once then.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm only paying that fee once.
Yeah.
Yeah, sugar cookie. I've never been a fan of a sugar cookie.
No, it's not nice.
It's now the one thing not the other, is it?
Yeah. Try anywhere a biscuit.
Biscuit's nice. Powerful.
Yeah. Try that a low percentage instead of sugar cookie. TFA Custard V2, didn't that get released after the whole popcorn lung thing?
I think it only came out last year, that one.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. Capella sugar cookie. Another nice cookie one. Oatmeal isn't too bad. TFA oatmeal.
FA cookie, what's that one?
Yep, Flavor Arts cookie.
Yeah.
We have that. That's like the Inawera one, but not quite as invasive.
Yeah, that sugar cookie's weird. Very weird.
Cinnamon sugar cookie's not bad.
Okay.
There's quite a few biscuits up there. They do like a digestive, but I can't remember what it's freaking called. But a lot of them, as soon as you go over a small amount of percentage, it no longer tastes like what it tasted like it originally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I noticed that. It starts to veer off the flavour.
I just think the sugar cookie though, it's really, really dry. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of taints every flavour. And I did leave it to steep once because I made some up with sugar cookie and it just never ever went right. Ever. Not for me personally.
There's that many different companies that are doing flavourings now, like, isn't there, as well? That's another thing.
You can't win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mullenberry do a legendary custard, which is lovely. But it's an ambrosia, so for me it's better. Because I just like it. You can vape it straight away pretty much without having to wait for it. The TFA, you have to give it at least a week, I think.
Yeah, you've got to really help them steep.
Yeah.
But you've got to leave a bit of ultraviolet light get to them as well.
Yeah, I do that now. I've T-tip on that. It works a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Not too much, otherwise it'll go bitter.
Yeah, I just put it out of the way in the kitchen, and then I don't see it. So
ambient light, just ambient light is your best bet. Because if you put it in a cupboard and you've just mixed it, it's going to stop like that until next time you have a cupboard. So it doesn't really steep.
Yeah.
Well, I've got quite a few customers coming this afternoon. I know we've got Donna coming, and there's a guy coming for something else. I forgot who it was. Okay.
You're losing your marbles.
I'm losing my marbles. I think I've lost. Three just rolled over there. Didn't them pebbles? Marbles, well gone. Well, it's been nice having you on again, John.
Yeah, you too, mate. I'll get me off.
Nice to get. And don't forget, if anybody wants to know any questions about the rocks and stuff, just do leave some comments, because I wanted to do stuff that you want to do. If you don't want to do it, just say I don't want to do it. You're not interested, and I'll do it from this end. It's easy peasy. Yeah. But let me know, and I'll keep it coming. Yeah. In the meantime, you take care, and I shall catch you
later.
And I'll also upload that video later on today, the full video about the rocks and shit that I did earlier. So very good.
Okay. Bye.
Catch you later. See you later, John.
Bye.
See you later, boys, girls. Like a madhouse here.